Bangor is a city of contrasts. It has the country's smallest cathedral, allegedly has the longest high street in Wales, and the second longest Welsh pier. The pier is relatively new, being built in the late 19th century, but it's had its fair share of incidents. The pier handled steamers from Douglas, Liverpool and Blackpool. Back in 1914, the boat SS Christiana broke free of her mooring and crashed into the pier, cutting it in half. It was patched up using a temporary gangway, but the pier never returned to its former glory. By the 1970s, the pier was in such a poor state of repairs it was condemned and due to be demolished. But campaigners had it listed as a Grade 2 building, and after extensive work, the pier reopened, refurbished and resplendent in the late 1980s. These days, the community here rely on the pier and the cathedral as tourist attractions to help keep the local economy afloat. When Sally Magnuson went to Orkney, she discovered that the local community there had its own tourist attraction, but that you needed a skateboard to get to it.
What do we do now?
On you go. On
this?
Skateboard.
Yes. You're kidding?
No, it's easier. Apparently it's easier to do on your back. Put your head right down.
Oh. Okay, bye. It's a 5,000-year-old burial mound where they found most of the bones, the larger ones anyway, of 300 humans and several eagles. So this is the tomb of the eagles?
Yes, this is where all the eagles and all the hundreds of people came from.
The theory is that dead bodies were laid out on a slab until their flesh and the small bones as well had all been removed by birds of prey. Then they were carefully stored here. Do you ever wonder in all this long human sweep of things where God was?
We're told that we're each precious in God's sight, and while there seems to, there's far more people in the present and through the past than we can understand, but God's got the capacity to see each one of us and to understand each one of us and to be concerned for each one of us. But getting our brains around that bigness is just fairly impossible, which I suppose is why it's given to us to live in small communities where we do know can see what's going on and can see our place in relation to that.
You've known death in your own life. Does seeing the evidence of it going way, way, way back, does that comfort you?
Yes, when you're dealing with the remains of so many people, and all these people, the farmer who dealt with this had as many triumphs, disasters, disappointments, bereavements, happinesses, all those kinds of things. We're all part of a much larger continuum. It's such an interesting thought because we don't know when Christianity came to Orkney or how it came or which parts of Christianity were being emphasised at the point when they turned up. But the importance of the individual that you get in Christianity and the sense of individual importance and responsibility and being loved must have been just so wonderful to people who maybe hadn't heard that kind of view of society before.